What if I told you that Las Vegas isn't just building casinos anymore, but entire cities within a city? Imagine NBA arenas rising from the desert, billion-dollar stadiums replacing legendary hotels, and a high-speed train linking Sin City to Los Angeles in just 2 hours. These aren't dreams, they're happening right now, with tens of billions already invested. The Strip is transforming into something bigger, faster, and bolder than ever before. And here's the catch. These projects won't just change Las Vegas, they'll change America itself. Stay tuned, because by the end, you'll see why Vegas may be rewriting the nation's future. Number 8. The NBA arena that could redefine the Strip. What's the one thing missing from America's new sports capital? That's right, an NBA team. Las Vegas already has the Raiders in football, the Golden Knights in hockey, and the A's are on their way with a $1.75 billion baseball stadium. But basketball is the final crown jewel. Enter the LVXP Entertainment District, an $18,000-seat NBA-ready arena project recently greenlit by Clark County. This isn't just another venue. It's a master-planned district on the north end of the Strip, right next to the long-delayed Fontainebleau and just south of Sahara. For decades, that stretch of Las Vegas Boulevard felt like the forgotten zone, empty land, underutilized high-rises, and aging hotels. Now, with LVXP, the area is being reimagined as a walkable entertainment hub. Think 3 sleek high-rise towers packed with hotels and condos, a 6,000-seat theater for shows, 120,000 square feet of convention space, plus dining, retail, and nightlife woven in between. Why does this matter? For locals living in nearby towers like Sky, Allure, and Turnberry, it means being able to literally walk to an NBA game. That's a rarity in American sports cities, where stadiums usually sprawl in car-dependent suburbs. For tourists, it creates a new gravitational pull at the North Strip, an area long overshadowed by the Bellagio Caesars cluster further south. And economically, it positions Las Vegas not just as a gambling mecca, but as a year-round professional sports hub capable of hosting everything from playoffs to the NBA All-Star Game. Even LeBron James has hinted at wanting ownership in a Vegas franchise. If that happens, the city won't just have a new arena, it will cement itself as the global epicenter of sports entertainment. And that, in turn, reshapes how investors, athletes, and media giants view the Strip. But here's the twist. Basketball is only the beginning. Because while the NBA project revives the North Strip, another megaproject promises to make the South Strip the new center of attention, one that required the implosion of a historic Vegas icon. Number 7. The Oakland A's stadium at the Tropicana site. In a city where hotels rise and fall like sand castles in the desert, one implosion in 2024 symbolized the end of an era, the Tropicana Hotel. Opened in 1957, the Tropicana was once dubbed the Tiffany of the Strip, a playground for Rat Pack legends and Hollywood royalty. But nostalgia doesn't pay the bills, and in its place comes something radically different, a $1.75 billion Major League Baseball stadium for the Oakland A's. Picture this, a futuristic 33,000-seat ballpark tucked directly into the Strip, just steps away from MGM Grand and across from New York, New York. Unlike the cavernous, remote stadiums many MLB teams call home, this one is designed as an entertainment centerpiece. Fans won't just see a game, they'll get skyline views of the Strip, shaded canopies to protect from the brutal Nevada sun, and luxury amenities that rival the resorts themselves. For Las Vegas, this isn't simply about baseball. It's about creating year-round tourism flow. A's games would add 81 home dates to the sports calendar, funneling thousands of fans onto the Strip on otherwise quiet weekdays. Think about it. Casinos thrive on constant traffic, and baseball's long season is tailor-made to fill hotel rooms, restaurants, and sportsbooks when conventions or concerts aren't in town. The economic stakes are massive. Projections estimate billions in direct and indirect spending, with jobs ranging from construction workers now breaking ground to permanent staff in hospitality and retail when the stadium opens in 2028. And let's not ignore the symbolism. The A's, one of the MLB's oldest franchises, leaving Oakland after decades of struggle, signals a new chapter in U.S. sports. Las Vegas as the default home for teams seeking fresh lifeblood. Yet, as exciting as this sounds, there are questions. Will Vegas residents embrace baseball in the same way they rallied around the Golden Knights? Or will the A's struggle to fill seats in a market that thrives on spectacle more than tradition? Regardless, the transformation of the Tropicana site into a glittering ballpark marks a seismic cultural shift. And while the A's bring a new rhythm to the Strip, another project promises to change how everyone arrives in Las Vegas in the first place, slashing the dreaded I-15 traffic jam with a technology America has long dreamed of. Number 6. The Brightline West high-speed rail. Every Sunday night, if you've ever driven that dreaded stretch of I-15 between Los Angeles and Las Vegas, you know the pain. Hours of bumper-to-bumper traffic, sometimes crawling at 10 miles an hour, as weekend warriors flee the desert. It's a commute so infamous that people joke you can lose your gambling winnings just burning gas on the way back to LA. But what if that trip could be cut down to just 2 hours flat? That's the promise of the Brightline West high-speed rail project. At a jaw-dropping $19.5 billion price tag, Brightline West is being billed as America's first true high-speed passenger rail system. The numbers alone are staggering. 218 miles of fully electric track, trains topping 186 miles per hour, and the capacity to transport more than 11 million passengers annually between Southern California and Las Vegas. The Vegas terminal will be built near Warm Springs Road on the South Strip, connecting directly to Rancho Cucamonga, where it links into California's existing rail system. The benefits extend far beyond cutting travel time. Economically, the project is expected to generate 35,000 jobs and pump billions into regional growth. Environmentally, it promises to slash emissions by taking cars off the I-15 and replacing them with clean energy transport. And culturally, it bridges two of the West's biggest magnets, the entertainment capital of Las Vegas and the sprawling metropolis of Los Angeles. Now, here's why it matters for Vegas itself. Accessibility equals dollars. For decades, the city has relied on air travel and highway traffic to feed its economy. By creating a seamless rail link, Vegas opens itself up to millions of middle-class Californians who might have skipped the trip because of flight costs or the misery of the drive. Suddenly, quick weekend getaways become routine, and that translates into hotel bookings, casino traffic, and packed shows. But there's a twist. While the Olympics in Los Angeles were once the target completion date, delays now push the opening to late 2028. That raises the stakes. If Brightline delivers, it could mark a turning point in U.S. infrastructure, finally showing that America can build rail like Europe or Asia. If it stumbles, Vegas risks another flashy project stuck in limbo. Either way, this project isn't just a transportation upgrade. It's a test of whether America can reinvent its mobility, and Vegas is the proving ground. And while the Brightline promises to bring millions more people into the city, another megaproject is quietly making sure they don't get stuck inside it, by literally going underground. Number 5. The Las Vegas Loop by Elon Musk's Boring Company. What if I told you the future of transportation in Las Vegas isn't in the sky or on the Strip, it's underground? That's the vision behind the Las Vegas Loop, a sprawling tunnel network being dug by Elon Musk's Boring Company. Forget sitting in gridlock on Las Vegas Boulevard. Imagine sliding into a sleek Tesla, shooting through neon-lit tunnels beneath the city, and arriving at Allegiant Stadium in 4 minutes instead of 30. Sounds like science fiction? It's already happening. The first phase, the convention center loop, is live. It's a proof of concept. Tesla's shuttling visitors through a small loop under the Las Vegas Convention Center. But the real ambition is staggering. 68 miles of tunnels and nearly 100 stations connecting every corner of the Vegas experience. Harry Reid International Airport, the Strip resorts, downtown Fremont Street, UNLV, and the stadiums. At full capacity, the loop claims it could move 90,000 passengers per hour. That's more than most U.S. subway systems, delivered at Vegas speed. Now, here's why this project matters. The Las Vegas Strip is notorious for traffic gridlock, especially on big weekends or fight nights. Cabs inch forward, rideshare surges explode, and tourists waste precious hours getting from one attraction to another. By burrowing under the chaos, the loop could reshape how visitors and locals navigate the city, making Vegas not just a place to gamble and party, but a showcase for futuristic mobility. The economics are just as intriguing. Rides are projected to cost around $12 from the airport to downtown, a fraction of what a taxi charges. That's a game-changer for budget travelers, while still offering the speed and exclusivity that high rollers crave. For the city, it's a magnet for tech investment, putting Vegas at the center of America's smart infrastructure experiments. And for Musk, it's the chance to prove his tunneling vision on the world's biggest entertainment stage. Of course, skeptics abound. Can the system scale beyond small demo loops? Will safety and congestion inside tunnels become new headaches? Those questions linger. But whether you see the loop as genius or gimmick, there's no denying it could transform how millions experience Las Vegas. And if Musk is digging beneath the desert, the next project takes us above ground, straight into the skies. Because Vegas isn't stopping at tunnels, it's building an entire new airport to handle the flood of travelers headed its way. Number 4. The Southern Nevada Supplemental Airport. Las Vegas already welcomes nearly 5 million passengers a month through Harry Reid International Airport. On busy weekends, the terminals look more like a human conveyor belt. Tourists shuffling through endless security lines, rental car queues stretching into parking garages, and tarmac delays piling up as jets stack over the desert sky. The message is clear. The city has outgrown its airport. The solution? Build a brand new one, an audacious megaproject known as the Southern Nevada Supplemental Airport, SNSA. Slated for construction about 23 miles south of the Strip, near Sloan, this second international airport isn't just an expansion. It's one of the largest aviation projects the U.S. has attempted in decades. Timelines estimate an opening between 2030 and 2037, with the capacity to handle 35 million passengers annually. To put that in perspective, that's roughly equal to the entire yearly traffic of Orlando International Airport, dropped right into the desert south of Las Vegas. The ripple effects of SNSA are enormous. For travelers, it means less congestion, faster connections, and possibly cheaper flights as airlines compete for expanded gate space. For Las Vegas itself, it unlocks a new growth corridor. Right now, that stretch of Interstate 15 between Sloan and the city is mostly empty desert. Once the airport breaks ground, you can bet it will sprout hotels, retail complexes, logistics hubs, and sprawling residential communities. Entire new neighborhoods, like Inspirada and Southern Highlands, are already pushing southward, and the airport could supercharge that trend. Economically, the project has the potential to create tens of thousands of jobs, not only in aviation, but also in construction, hospitality, and logistics. And strategically, it future-proofs Las Vegas as a global destination. Think about it. International tourism from Asia or Europe doesn't just need more hotel rooms, it needs more runway capacity. SNSA positions Las Vegas to handle that demand for the next half-century. But here's the kicker. While most cities struggle for years to get even modest airport upgrades approved, Las Vegas is leaping straight to a mega-scale solution. It signals confidence that the city's growth isn't slowing, it's accelerating. And once those new runways are in place, the floodgates open for millions more visitors. Yet, as ambitious as a second airport sounds, it's only one piece of a broader puzzle. Because Vegas isn't just building transportation, it's also reshaping entire neighborhoods into live, work, play districts. And that leads us to a project that could redefine downtown itself. Number 3. The Symphony Park and Downtown Revitalization Projects. For decades, downtown Las Vegas carried a reputation as the Strip's neglected cousin. Old casinos, dim neon, and a nightlife scene that struggled to compete with the glitz just a few miles south. But that narrative is rapidly changing. Anchored by Symphony Park, a 61-acre master plan development, downtown Las Vegas is undergoing one of the most ambitious urban revitalizations in America. At the center of it all is Cello Tower, a 32-story luxury high-rise that will redefine the city skyline. Offering panoramic views of the Strip, the mountains, and downtown itself, Cello Tower is more than just a condo building. It's a signal. For the first time in years, Vegas is betting big on vertical living, bringing resort-style pools, high-end amenities, and luxury city living to an area long overlooked by investors. But the Symphony Park plan doesn't stop there. Mixed-use retail, office space, cultural venues, and walkable green areas are being woven into the project. The nearby Arts District is exploding with new apartment complexes, trendy breweries, galleries, and local shops, creating the kind of vibrant, creative hub that appeals to young professionals and retirees alike. Add to that the Midtown Project, a condo development expanding residential options, and suddenly downtown is no longer just about Fremont Street casinos. It's about lifestyle. Why does this matter for America? Because Las Vegas has long been seen as the ultimate transient city, a place where tourists come and go, and where even locals often treat it as temporary. Projects like Symphony Park are rewriting that story. By offering long-term housing, workspaces, and cultural amenities, they're building the foundation for a stable, year-round population. That means stronger schools, healthier tax bases, and a more diversified economy that doesn't live or die solely by the Strip's tourist traffic. The consequences are powerful. Investors see opportunity in land that was once undervalued. Families see the chance to plant roots in areas previously dismissed. And the city itself gains resilience, less vulnerable to the boom and bust cycles that have haunted Vegas for decades. But as the heart of the city reinvents itself, the suburbs aren't staying quiet either. Just south of town, another mega-project is rising, one designed to serve a booming population that keeps spilling outward into the desert. Number 2. The Inspirada Expansion and Stations Casino Project. If downtown Las Vegas is being reborn through Symphony Park, the South Valley suburbs are exploding in scale through Inspirada, a master-planned community that has become one of the fastest-growing neighborhoods in Nevada. What began as a tidy development of parks, schools, and family-friendly homes has ballooned into a powerhouse, attracting everyone from young professionals to California commuters. And now, Inspirada is getting its crown jewel, a brand new Stations Casino Resort. This isn't just another slot palace. Stations Casinos, known for Red Rock, Green Valley Ranch, and the newly built Durango, are designed as locals resorts. That means not only gaming, but also hotel rooms, movie theaters, restaurants, sports books, and convention spaces. The planned Inspirada property will add hundreds of jobs, new hospitality options, and a regional entertainment hub tailored to the booming suburban population. For residents, it means you don't need to trek 30 minutes to the Strip for a night out. The action comes to you. The ripple effect is huge. First, real estate demand. As Inspirada fills out, housing prices have been climbing, with families drawn by new schools, green spaces, and proximity to future commercial hubs. A casino resort only boosts those values further, creating both opportunities for investors and challenges for affordability. Second, economic diversification. For a city criticized for over-reliance on strip tourism, projects like this spread the wealth across the valley. Locals benefit from jobs and amenities without having to rely entirely on international visitors. But perhaps most importantly, Inspirada reflects the southward march of Las Vegas's growth. With limited room to expand westward against the red rock cliffs and northward already crowded, the desert south of Sloan is the city's new frontier. And with the Southern Nevada Supplemental Airport, SNS Airport, planned just a few miles away, the entire region could become the next major urban hub. Imagine an ecosystem of master-planned communities, casinos, logistics centers, and transport links anchoring the southern edge of the valley. It's not just suburban sprawl, it's strategic expansion. Of course, this raises pressing questions. Will suburban megaprojects erode the Strip's dominance, or will they create a two-tiered Vegas, one for tourists, one for locals? And how sustainable is this growth in a desert already battling water scarcity and rising heat? Either way, Inspirada's expansion is proof that the Vegas boom is no longer confined to neon boulevards. And if the suburbs are rewriting the rules of local living, the final megaproject on our list is rewriting something even bigger: America's energy future. Number 1. The Greenlink West Transmission Line and Nevada's clean energy revolution. Vegas has always been a city of lights. From the neon glow of Fremont Street to the dancing fountains of Bellagio, it thrives on electricity. But powering a metropolis in the middle of the Mojave Desert is no small feat. With millions of new residents, high-speed rail on the horizon, and stadiums lighting up the skyline, the question becomes, where will all that energy come from? The answer lies in the Greenlink West Transmission Line, a $4.2 billion project that could reshape not just Las Vegas, but America's clean energy future. Spanning 350 miles from Las Vegas to Reno, the Greenlink West will be one of the largest power transmission projects in the nation. Built by NV Energy, it's designed to carry up to 4,000 megawatts of renewable energy, enough to power nearly 4.8 million homes. The project taps into Nevada's vast renewable potential: solar arrays in the desert, geothermal fields hidden beneath the earth, and wind farms perched along mountain ridges. Instead of relying on aging fossil fuel infrastructure, Nevada is positioning itself as a model for the 21st century energy grid. The implications are enormous. For residents, it means more stability in power supply and protection against the rising costs of fossil fuels. For businesses, especially the mega resorts, it provides the clean, scalable electricity they need to power stadiums, convention centers, and entertainment districts without fear of blackouts. And for America, it shows that large-scale renewable integration is not just possible, it's profitable. Beyond energy, the project brings thousands of jobs and billions in economic activity, from construction crews stringing transmission towers across the desert to long-term maintenance and grid management. It also aligns with Nevada's ambitious goal of becoming 100% renewable powered, cutting its carbon footprint while setting an example for other states grappling with the same challenges. But here's the bigger story. Las Vegas, a city once synonymous with excess and waste, is now helping pioneer America's clean energy transition. If the city that burns brighter than any other can rewire itself for a sustainable future, what excuse do the rest of us have? And that's why the Greenlink West Transmission Line tops our list. Because while casinos, arenas, and airports might change how people see Las Vegas, this project changes how the city, and perhaps the entire nation, survives. So there you have it. 8 megaprojects that prove Las Vegas isn't just doubling down on entertainment, it's reshaping America's future. From sports to sustainability, these ventures will leave the nation forever changed. Which project excites or worries you most? Drop a comment, hit subscribe, and let's keep the conversation going.